Welcome to Kayfabe podcast, a pro wrestling podcast. I was supposed to do a different intro, but for some reason, I decided to do We Are Live. We are not live, but I'll tell you what. It's showtime, folks! Woo! Okay. Welcome to the Kayfabe podcast. I'm your host, the venomous one, Nick Venom, along with my two good friends, Staggerly Crocker, and everybody's favorite grumpy dad. I give you Dan, the Frozen Man. Is he frozen? I don't know if he's frozen.
Dan, are you in intense meditative thought?
He's taking a mere thought. Jesus Christ, what the? Is he really frozen? Oh my God! It's gonna be a whole hour of us just pissing ourselves laughing, bro. This is a good way to start the show. Anyway, welcome to World of Kayfabe podcast. I'm your host, Nick Venom, along with my good buddy and producer of the show, Staggerly Crocker. My man, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm better than Mr. Frozen Head over there.
He's like Mr. Freeze. Everybody, kill. Oh, there he goes. I guess his computer, there he is. There's Arnold Schwarzenegger over here. And there he is. There he is in the flesh! It's Dan!
Dude, what happened?
I don't know. You went grumpy mode, and then you went Mr. Freeze.
Oh, like my wow.
Yeah, I find that hilarious. Dan, how you doing tonight?
I'm great, buddy. Some would say I'm feeling ultimate.
Are you now? Because, I'm feeling blue.
Yeah.
And no, not Blue Chew. But you know what? I'm going to do something first, and it's something that I've...
Hey, you know what? If you're harder than concrete right now, we're all proud for you, man.
Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Make sure your wing is hard every day.
Yeah, harder than Portland concrete.
Okay. A hot tag for your wiener.
I want to get started with this Magusta thing, because I think Joey decided to get a new sound. A new sound for the Magusta is adds in with the Magusta. And I can't keep a straight face. So, Dan, without further ado, let's get the fans what they came to see.
Let's do this. Oh, me gusta.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
me gusta. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, the type of shit that Joey would download for no reason at all. Because what I'm about to, from what I'm about to present to you, I had a chance to see it over the weekend. I have a chance to bask in its glory. I give you, the Big Blue Eagle Championship. Look at that logo, guys. Just look how sick that logo is. Like, I love it. It's making my crotch feel good.
It's always reminded me of the Bigfoot logo.
Yeah.
For the monster truck.
Bigfoot logo.
For the monster truck Bigfoot.
Yeah, the old school monster truck Bigfoot logo.
Well, I'm about to unbag this belt. Even though I had it, like,
he's about to pull it out.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it out.
He's pulling his penis out.
He's pulling his cock out.
I mean, I've seen this thing already.
I'm doing it slow.
It's massive. I've seen it.
That's what she said. So, there it is, boys.
Nice.
There it is, boys.
Nice. And you know, little known fact, you know the only person to ever hold that with the blue strap is?
Kane and The Rock.
Nope.
No, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know who it is.
It was
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll never get the day when I won this damn thing. Let me tell you something, son. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin was at WrestleMania 14. What? I said WrestleMania 14. We wrestled a damn bar burner of a match. Me and the old Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. What? I said Shawn Michaels. We wrestled damn good, and that no good stinking Mike Tyson thought he was with DX. You really thought he was with DX? He was with Stone Cold Steve Austin all along and been pinned him 1, 2, 3. The next day on Raw, that no good damn pervert. No good pervert. Vince McMahon present the belt, and then old Stone Cold Steve Austin walked down that aisle with the Wing Eagle belt, saw that belt, dropped the other belt on Vince McMahon's foot, made him scream like a little girl, and now I have this belt. So, I have what is possibly my all-time favorite belt. Now, here's the thing. I will always love a big Eagle belt.
Mm-hmm.
But I have grown to love this belt a little bit more. And it's the original one. It's the OG one.
Now, you can't take the plates off of that and swap them over to another belt? No? Okay.
Bro, I wish. That would be sick. I would have got NWO on one side and either AJ Styles or someone. I don't know. But yeah, this is my newest belt. I got it on sale. I'm not going to say the price because just in case of certain somebody watching, I don't feel like having to deal with backlash.
You're going to have to shoot me the website for that. I'm going to take a look at it.
Yeah, it's called I'll send you the message after the show. .com.
Yeah.
/ Water Kayfabe. Anyway, yeah, so my weekend was actually pretty good. I went shopping for Christmas. Sorry, Christmas shopping. It's going to be interesting this year because I may get a certain somebody a Water Kayfabe shirt. And you can get your shirt, your merchandise for Christmas for your special loved one at myspreadsheet.com / Water Kayfabe. We're not giving out any codes.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just hold the belt for the entire show because, like,
you should just keep it on your shoulder.
Well, the thing is, kind of hard when you have a bucket seat and all that shit. And so now I have to control things with one arm.
Look, we have a NASCAR race car driver on the bucket seat. This is goddamn Earnhardt here.
Jr. Richard Petty. Oh shit. And now Dan's on mute. This man went from frozen to mute in like a duration of 10 minutes.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
So, oh no, we know you're here. But anyway, like, this thing is massive. This belt is huge.
How ridiculous!
And it's blue.
How ridiculous of a storyline was it when the Stone Cold versus Kane? If I lose, I'll set myself on fire.
No, you gotta do it right, Joe. We gotta do it. If I lose, I will burn myself. Like, that shit was crazy. And then, like, he actually won the title.
Well,
like, how the hell will you experience that? Get burned alive on live pay-per-view. Like, what the hell?
They booked themselves into a situation where you know they're not going to have a live arson on the air.
It's kind of crazy if you do that.
Yeah,
it's kind of predictable.
The guy's got an whole entire bodysuit and it's a first blood match also.
Hey, that man was smart. My man Kane was smart that day. That man wore the full bodysuit.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that. That was... My man was smart. He's like, yeah, you ain't gonna see my ass bleed, bitch. Meanwhile, come on, you big red bastard. I'm gonna beat your ass fair and square for the title. What? I said I'm gonna beat your sorry carcass for this belt. What? I said what? What? And sure enough, he gets hit in the head with a freaking chair. Or was it a belt? I forget how hard.
It was chair to chair. Undertaker went to swing at Mankind, and he hit Stone Cold, and it split him open.
Didn't they have like a Hell in a Cell match on Raw? It was like,
well, the week before they had the Mankind Kane Hell in a Cell
and Kane and Mick Foley.
Yeah, Kane and Mick Foley. Yeah,
I think that was like the only time they did a Hell in a Cell match on Raw ever. You sure?
Yeah, they did one with John Cena and Alberto Del Rio after Raw went off the air.
See, that don't count.
That's so weird. That's so random, though. Hell in a Cell after Raw.
I'm talking about television. I'm not talking about dark shows, dark matches, whatever.
You're talking about televised. Yeah,
televised Hell in a Cell match. Then, like, later on, like what, 2 years ago, they did a match with Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns on SmackDown because I think, like, something happened
Mm-hmm.
because it was Roman Reigns putting the Universal title on the line against Ray.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, my nerds eat out weekend. My nerds eat out. We went to a place called Cena's. Yes, I said it right. John Cena's seafood. It's not a Homa. I had a blast, but there was a lot of bullshit that happened over there, and I'm not gonna really get into it because I don't want to put their business out there. But Davey, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about, buddy. You know exactly.
Are you sure about that?
Exactly. I am very sure about that. So, in wrestling news, my man Kevin Owens came back to wrestling, but unfortunately has a torn MCL. He's going to be out for like a little bit. I don't know how much he's going to be out. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Very devastating because the man hasn't been on WWE television in a little while. And he had a match against Austin Theory this past Sunday. Or yesterday. And, yeah, he got hurt. He had I think a sprained MCL or a torn MCL or something.
Yeah, that's shitty news to hear.
Yeah, it's very shitty news. Shitty news. I'm sorry. Shitty news to hear. And,
yeah.
if you guys are watching Raw, I do apologize. I think Nick needs to put that title up in a match. All right. I'll say it. Michael, come on. Bring your old butt over here and I'll put this belt on the line. Because I'm the World of Kayfabe podcast champion. No, anyway, with all jokes aside.
He'll hit you with a walk.
The walk elbow! The walk bottom. The walk bottom. Instead of the rock bottom, it's the walk bottom.
Walk bottom!
The walk bottom! Anyway. So yeah, Kevin Owens is going to be out for a little bit with the torn MCL. If you're just now tuning into Raw, Mia Yim is now going to be a part of the women's side of the War Games. It's Bianca, Asuka, Alexa, and Mia Yim. And over on Team Damage Control, whatever, it's now the whole side's done. It's Bayley, Dakota Sky, Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and now Rhea Ripley.
Well, did you hear that they're going to announce the fifth member next week? I already know it's got to be Sasha.
I'm thinking it might be Candice LeRae.
You think so?
I think it's Candice LeRae. I don't think it's going to be Sasha Banks.
I think it's going to be Chelsea Green. So we're all divided on what it is because she's just departed all the promotions
Full Gear
now.
is this Saturday. We didn't even make a prediction for Full Gear. We didn't make no prediction for Full Gear. Normally we make predictions for AEW, but I'm going to be honest, like, I have a wrestling show coming up this Saturday for GSW, which I'm actually in talks of getting a certain guest on the show, which I'm extremely pumped up. Well, Bianca needs a need member, and Bank is a good guess. Dude, I'm sorry. I hate to spoil Dan's prediction, but it's not happening.
You don't think so?
Bro, I don't see that. I don't think they're going to do it just yet. I think they're going to probably bring it back maybe like around Royal Rumble.
Well, the reason why I say that is because Survivor Series is in Boston, her hometown, so...
Yeah, it can make sense. I mean, it's a good pop.
Yeah, but WWE's never wanted to fulfill those hometown wishes.
Not only that, didn't they still have turmoil with Sasha Banks?
No.
Are they? That's over with?
Yeah.
Okay, so Team Hotbox 325.
I think that was more Vince. Vince being the issue.
Random question, but my friend loves Stone Cold. What would you recommend for an awesome Christmas present for her? Son,
Stone Cold beer.
Get you that Stone Cold. Well, I don't know, son. She may not be 21.
Oh, yeah, she might not be 21.
She may not be 21. You dumb piece of shit. What? Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin gonna come over there to St. Louis, drop a damn stunner on your Millie Mount neck, you Millie Mount bastard.
Your stack of dimes.
We're gonna
Stack
get
of dabs.
We're gonna
You dumb
give you-
piece of shit.
gonna be an autograph by Nick. He's gonna fake a Stone Cold autograph.
I'll take a Stone Cold autograph. What? As a matter of fact, Stone Cold Steve Austin wants another match. I think this upcoming WrestleMania. I think it's been rumored that they kind of gave him the idea, hey, you want another match? And Stone Cold's like, well, oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I saw a picture of him doing some training earlier.
Did he shave? Did he shave his trademark goatee? It looked like he shaved his trademark goatee.
I think so, because when I watched that new video of him sneaker shopping, he looked like he had it.
I mean, he had it. That is about the most hilarious video right now. It is the most ironic video. Because could you imagine him going to the store? Hey, welcome to the sneaker store. Well, what the hell you looking at, son? Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he think he's still in fucking Madison Square Garden. Oh, Madison Square Garden. What? I said Stone Cold Steve Austin wants a brand new damn LeBron James. What the fuck? LeBron James? You mean Jordan? I don't know what the hell it's called, son. I'm definitely out of my element. What? I said Stone Cold Steve Austin is out of his element. You better give me this, this, and this. And the shoes he got was absolutely hilarious and horrendous at the same time. Because he got one shoe that was like white and yellow, and it's just, that's just weird. And he's like, I'll tell you what, I ain't a fan of black shoes. I ain't a fan of black shoes, but I'll tell you what, give me that damn Jordan and give me a hell yeah.
So it took me a minute to realize who Team Hotbox is. It's some old buddies of mine from high school.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So I clicked their YouTube channel and instantly I see an old, like one of the thumbnails is like one of my old friends, Richard and Charlie. I was like, oh God, I think it's Chad. I think Chad's on our video right now.
So he said that she's 30. She's 35. So get you a Stone Cold Steve Austin lager. What? I said, get that Broken Skull American lager. What? Available all retail prices. Retail stores. What? What?
I said the lager makes great stocking stuffers.
It does, and I would love to have some. I kind of want Brittany to give me one for Christmas just to see how it tastes.
Dude, I still have one. I still have one in my fridge from like 3 months ago.
Is it expired?
I don't know.
So Outlaw.
Let me tell you something, son. Beer don't ever expire. What?
So Outlaw asked who do we think Stone Cold would wrestle? My guess is actually Cody Rhodes. With the whole history
Random?
there's the whole history between Stone Cold and Dusty. They were great friends.
Oh, that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind. But then again, if that's the case, then why not do Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns?
Yeah, I'm still stuck on my opinion that he's going to come back at the Rumble and win it and go to Mania.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, who do you guys think Stone Cold wrestle then?
Oh,
Yeah,
I've heard he's expressed interest in facing Lesnar before he calls it quits 100%.
That's right, you dumb son of a bitch. I want to fight that big man behemoth. Give me that big meaty man.
Has he fought Lesnar after he did the walkout?
No.
No, he was supposed to.
Yeah,
he was supposed to face Lesnar.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if there was anything ever in.
It was one of those moments. It was one of those moments that he said, "McMahon, no."
Yeah.
Basically, he walks in, and this is what he did. And I may have to cool it with a Stone Cold impression because it's starting to make my voice go fucked up. Anyway, he goes in there. Vince McMahon. This is in Stone Cold's words. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin here. I walked down to the arena for Monday Night Raw, and I found out that Vince McMahon put me in a damn qualifying match for the King of the Ring against Brock Lesnar. He told me I'm gonna have to do the JOB. Well, let me tell you something, son. That's a damn money match on a pay-per-view, but I ain't gonna do it. You think Stone Cold Steve Austin taking a job on regular television to somehow become it? Walk with me with that, you dumb son of a bitch. Anyway, So, yeah. Oh, so okay. So, by the way, the Stone Cold Steve Austin American Brewer or whatever it's called, that's a no go, because his friend's 8 years sober, so no good. So just get her like a vest or a t-shirt. Probably a t-shirt would probably be better for you. Or if you got extra money, get you the Smoking Skull belt. You know what I mean? Available at WWEshop.com. We're not sponsored. We just say it. Anyway. And Michael's blowing up the YouTube chat yet again. What about Dexter Lumis match with Miz stipulations? He wins. He gets paid and contract, but I think they need a stipulation for Miz. Well, if Miz loses, not only he's got to pay Loomis for all the time that he used them, but I think he needs to get his big balls cut off.
I love how he says, well, the rumors is John Cena has agreed to be at WrestleMania against. No,
that's not true.
John Cena's not going to face
Gunther.
False. The rumors is John Cena versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Shit, I would be down if it was Austin Theory versus John Cena.
Well,
that's a dream match.
Well, I've been hearing
especially
shit about,
now.
Well, I've been hearing shit about Logan and Jake Paul versus the fucking Usos.
Yeah, no, please don't do that.
Yeah, don't
Triple H,
do that.
if you're hearing this, which I'm sure you're not, but if you're hearing this, do not do that. You're doing so well. You're going on a great momentum. You had a really good Crown Jewel. Really good. I really enjoyed it. And all that. You know what I mean? Though, I wouldn't mind seeing John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at sometime down the road. I would love to see that match. I think that would be a great match, to say the least. However, as far as for John Cena facing Gunther, I don't know where you get your sources at, dude. That's not true. Yeah. That ain't true at all. And don't come at me with trying to defend it, because you know damn well it's false. Anyway, I don't want to keep bashing Michael, because without Mike, I'm going to be real. Without Michael, we wouldn't be on Spotify. Without Michael, we wouldn't be on Anchor. Mainly Anchor. I don't know about Spotify, but Anchor for sure. Because, he kind of told Joey about it. Anyway, so yeah, and then AEW Full Gear is this weekend. We got Moxley versus Dean Ambrose. MJ.
Let's get a cloning machine and we'll have Moxley versus.
It's Bret Hart wrestling with shadows, but it's John Moxley versus Dean Ambrose.
We'll see who can bleed the most.
I got my money on John Moxley on that one, but that's gonna be a blood match regardless. Like I really hope MJF really gets the victory. I really do, because I'm getting tired of seeing Moxley as the champ. I don't know how much I can go longer with Moxley as a champion, but and him that promo that MJF did about Moxley with the gargle the piss thing, that shit is still one of the best promos in AEW, because it's true. Man always walks like he's got some type of bullshit, and I'm gonna break your bone, I'm gonna drink your blood, and I'm gonna gargle your piss. You know what I mean? Like, it's just okay, but I love that thing. Anyway, without further ado, I want to get started with these with the reason why we're on the show. The main reason why. And that's the top 10 favorite games of all time. This is no particular order. I have 20 for some reason. I decided to go all in. I said, fuck it, I'm going to do 20. Because why not? So, without further ado, we'll just go by one by one. We'll just go on from there. And,
let's specify what top 20 wrestling games of all time.
Well, I did top 10, right?
I did too.
And I also did bonus entries. So basically, like, that would be the honorable mention.
Honorable mentions.
You know what I mean? So, like, I'll start with mine. This is my honorable mention, my bonus entries. The thing is, some of them I know is gonna get probably under Dan's skin, especially with the last one. I have a feeling, because I know Dan, and I know that the rest of games he likes. It's similar. It's whatever. Anyway, number one. I'm just tell you this. Number one, Retromania, because that would have made it my top 10 list. But the thing is, I feel like it has lack of match types. It's only got a few. Is whatever. The story mode's really good, but I feel like once you're done beating it, that's it. It's just nothing really to it. You know what I mean? Add more DLC. Add more people. You were supposed to add more people. Y'all never did. You know what I'm saying? They were supposed to add James Storm, if I'm not mistaken. It was supposed to be James Storm, was supposed to be in the game, and a few other people. So, yeah. Also, and I also got another one, number 2, WWF in Your House, a game that I almost got for my PS1 the other day, and all that. What about the event with Scarlet and the Police? We will get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't want to answer questions about Brittany throwing the liquor at her.
The funny thing is, that sounds a lot more reasonable, and I told that to Brittany. I'm like, why the hell you attack Scarlet? What would you mean? Well, Fan got arrested, beat the shit out of Scarlet, and the first person I thought of was you. Why would you think it's me? Brittany, you hate Scarlet. The episode that we had Preston on, I unboxed the autographs, and she called me. She's like, I cannot believe, I'm watching your podcast right now, and I cannot believe you got a Scarlet autograph. And I'm like, love you. But anyway, number 3, this one was a tough one because I wanted to put this one in my top 10 wrestling games. Top 10. It's the very first game I rented ever, and that is WCW NWO Thunder for the PS1. I feel like the game was shit, but it held a special place for me for the longest time because you had the FMV videos, right?
Yeah.
And then you had the rants, which is like, I felt was the highlight of the game, which is sad because the gameplay should be the highlight of the game, but yet they did the stupid rant. This one was even harder. WCW versus the World. That should have been my top 10. But again, it's hard to pick. The top 10 was definitely hard for me to come up with, especially the top 5. Big time. I know y'all gonna get shocked with my number 5 pick, but anyway. And yeah, and stuff like that. I also got Just Bring It, WrestleMania 18,
Yeah.
WWE 13.
Honestly, the only way you could shock me is probably if you start listing off Legends of Wrestling.
You know what? Haven't you saying
Well,
it?
you know, it'd be even worse if he said Simpsons Wrestling.
Hey, you leave Simpsons Wrestling alone. I'm gonna add that, by the way. I forgot to put that. Showdown. Oh fuck. Legends
Hey, you know what? I enjoyed Showdown.
Wrestling.
It was okay, but it was one of those things that didn't live up to its full potential.
That's the thing.
But hey, you gotta admit that roster selection was amazing.
That roster selection was absolutely great.
It was awesome.
It was absolutely great.
I wish somebody would try that now again, but it failed in the past.
It's impossible.
I doubt anybody would want to do it again.
Well, they are doing the Wrestle Code, right? Or the whatever virtual basement.
WrestleQuest?
No, Wrestle Code.
Wrestle Code. WrestleQuest is the RPG game, the RPG wrestling game.
Yeah, and they have rights.
Really weird.
They have rights to like Andre the Giant and stuff. The stories of that, but I don't know what I don't know what WrestleCo is.
I love how y'all wearing your wrestling shirts and I'm wearing my Batman shirt because Kevin Conroy passed. R.I.P. to Kevin Conroy. Anyway, I also got WWF Just Bring It, which it was without that game we wouldn't have Shut Your Mouth or Here Comes the Pain. That's just how I feel with that game. WrestleMania 18. The only reason why I put that on there because the NWO was on there. Not just the NWO, Scott Hall was on that game. So, and that was fun. That was a fun game. WWE 13 could have been on my top 10 list. But, man, I don't know why. I don't know why I put that on there. I really don't know. And then I also got WWF SmackDown for the PS1, which was a great game. But the story mode or the season mode was butt. Because I would win a championship. I would win a championship. And I would go defend it. And every time it's on a pay-per-view, then I'm not even on the card. I'm not even in the card. I'm not even on the match or whatever. Instead, the main event would be like, I don't know, Steve Blackman versus
Paul Bearer.
Grandmaster Sexay. Well, no, not Grandmaster Sexay, but you get the point. Al Snow or Ken Shamrock. You know what I mean? Like, okay, weird.
The match booking wasn't what you would call realistic.
No. Or like, main event would be like Trish Stratus versus whatever, with Undertaker as the special guest referee. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, that was weird.
Yeah, and viewers, that is no joke. That's how that game did book matches.
And in order for you to unlock people, right? In order for you to unlock people, you have to go 10 years in the season mode. 10 years in order to get the creative parts.
Yeah.
It's not just unlocking wrestlers. It was just you had to unlock certain body parts or certain hold on. I say body parts. Certain character things. Models. Thank you, Dan.
You have unlocked breast implants for your female character.
Yeah.
You have unlocked Trish's chest.
WWF. Oh, good God. WWF Attitude is my number 9 pick. Which that's here's the thing. And this is why I'm gonna spoil it. Warzone's on my top 10 list. And why are you with Tim the 2-man Taylor over there?
I was mocking Ahmed Johnson with his mumble.
No, you sound like you was trying to do the. Anyway, though WWF's Attitude had a better roster, better match types, better quality. My thing was it had that combo set, and I just did not care for it. You know what I mean? And at number 10, Ultimate Muscle, Legends versus New Generation. It's an honorable mention. It's definitely a go-to game because it's not getting taken. It's like Retromania. It's not taken seriously. It really isn't. And then I also got show those Legends of Wrestling because the commentary on that game is even though I found this out recently, the fact that they put Jerry the King Lawler on commentary on the back cover is a lie. When it's actually Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Larry Sabisco. Why they did that, I don't know. I guess maybe it's because they had Jerry the King Lawler, and then he's like, "Oh, screw you guys, I'm out, going back to the WWE."
Yeah, that had to be around the time that he left WWE because the cat was getting fired, and then he got rehired.
Well, the game came out in 2004, right? Yeah. Showdown Legends of Wrestling came out in 2004. That's the third one. Not the first one.
I don't know why Jerry the King Lawler would have been.
That's what I'm saying. At that point, he was on Raw. He was
the only time I remember him being gone was that whole when he left for the cat.
Yeah, and that was back in 2000. So that was like right at almost like Survivor or after Survivor Series.
Yeah, because it was right before WrestleMania 17.
Right. Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, and before we get to the top 10s, I mean, I kind of want to cover a couple things before we do the actual stuff for the top 10, because we'll just go down the list. We'll go down. We'll just start by number. But yeah, so a fan got arrested for beating up Scarlett, not Brittany. An actual fan got arrested for hitting Scarlett at a live show, I think. Or whatever. So
yeah, in Peoria.
That's pretty crazy, man.
In Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, wasn't it? Well,
yeah, it was a house show. Yeah.
Also, because Michael had put some more stuff in. Let me see. So yeah, she got attacked by a fan, and the police arrested him. So yeah. That happened. All right.
Apparently, it was an old granny. I swear, the old grandmas at the shows are a risk. Cause I had a.
Are you kidding me?
I saw one. Yeah, well, according to Scarlett, it was a grandma. But anyways,
Well, the
Bro.
problem, hey,
but
Joey,
anyways,
let's-
I've been at a wrestling show where
Hang
the
on,
a grandma was taking her cane and hitting one of the wrestlers. I've seen them trying to hit the wrestlers. These
It's like that woman
older
on Nitro.
these older women don't hold back on the men.
no.
Why do you gotta dress so skanky?
Was she a stunt granny? She
Uh,
is a stunt granny.
She was definitely the stunt granny. That's gotta be the stunt granny, 100%. But no, I feel like that's funny as hell that a grandma got arrested for beating up old Scarlett, because I have a feeling I know why, and I think it's the same reason why Brittany can't stand Scarlett, because Scarlett wears those skimpy outfits or whatever, and I guess the grandma got offended because she brought little Billy down to the house show, who was like 8 years old, and now he's like, well, I no longer play with action figures anymore. And the grandma was like, God damn it, you mother... Damn it to hell! Shame on you! And then the police had to end up arresting this poor old woman, ruin her night, and all that nonsense. All that nosh. But yeah. So, without further ado, we're going to start our... the main reason why everybody came on the show. We're gonna start our top 10 list. I'm doing mine at number 10. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you guys got, because I don't know. It's all different order. I'm gonna start with Dan. Go right ahead. See what you got, bro.
Are we doing just one and then?
I'm doing 10, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Well,
3,
no,
2, 1.
no. What I'm saying is, I'll tell my number 10 and then go to the next person. Let's just
Yeah.
do that. One, okay.
It's easier.
Like Nick said, this list is in no particular order. It's just kind of
Except mine.
what we came up with. I'm going to say my number 10, Fire Pro Wrestling returns for PS2.
Okay.
Reason why I say that is because it's before Fire Pro went microtransactions on everything. It was just straight plug and play, and it was a fantastic game. Still holds up to this day.
Underrated as fuck in my opinion.
Very, very.
Definitely very funny. It was hard as hell too, man. But if you had like friends over, oh man, that game was fun.
Great game. Great game.
Joey, what you got for number 10?
ECW Hardcore.
And don't you dare say Backstage Assault.
ECW Hardcore Revolution. Even
Okay.
though it's basically just like the Attitude rebranded, but there's added matches like barbed wire and all that. It's just
Yeah,
might not be the
bad.
might not be the best game, but
Nah.
it's nice to have an ECW game.
Yeah, and then Anarchy Rules would come out, I think like a year later. Was it a year later, or was it like 8 months?
I don't know. I never actually played Anarchy Rules.
It was
Anarchy Rules came out, what, 6 months after?
It was
Hardcore
8 months.
Revolution?
It was 8 months later.
Oh, see, I was right. Look at me. I know my shit. My number 10, I kind of remember a recent game. And that's WWE 2K22. And I'm going to say this because of the simple fact that it took 2 years for 2K and Vicarious Visions, I think it is. Or I think that's the developer's name. I forget the developer's name. But anyway, it took 2 years for WWE and 2K to get their shit right. After having 2K20 being the biggest flop since WCW Backstage Assault, if not worse, you know what I mean? They actually went back on the drawing board. They listened to the fans. We got GMO, but the thing with GM is he can only do certain things. Now, I don't know if they're going to be doing any more like updates, like DLC shit for the general manager mode, so they're not doing it. I say they definitely got something great going. It would never be SmackDown versus Raw 2006. It would definitely will not be 2007 level. But I'm glad that it's back. I'm glad that we got people that can actually use it and put on some really good stuff. So I put WWE2K22 as a fact of this game is a major improvement in many ways than one. Better quality, better gameplay. Kind of wish they would keep updating not update the roster, but like if, for instance, Bailey got a red hair, right? In the game, put a red hair. You know what I mean?
Well, they do. Really quick. All you need to do is go to your community creations, look up a guy called What's the Status. He is uploading current content every day.
He did a good Corey Graves too. I will say that. All right, and number 9.
But yeah, with your thing, WWE needs to be better on that stuff. Like they should be. Yeah. They should be like the MLB games and everything, where they update the roster. Like if somebody goes to SmackDown, go to Raw, that all that should be automatic.
Who goes to NXT?
Yeah, everything should be automatic, but it's not.
But not. Apollo's in NXT now.
Yeah. So
he's a full-time NXT wrestler. But yeah, I'm actually supposed to be getting a new MLB game for Christmas this year. So I'm excited for that. See my damn Braves win the World Series on one way or the other. Number 9. I'm going to start with this one, and this was a very controversial pick for me. This game, it was so hard to pick which one it was. I decided to add all 3 of them. And now it's SmackDown vs. Raw, 2006, 2007, and 2011. Those 3 games in particular are absolutely awesome. 2006, great story mode. By far, the best story mode possible. The introduction of GM mode. I think they also had online. SmackDown vs. Raw 5 introduced online. Or it might have been Here Comes the Pain. I don't know. Anyway, they got that. It's PSP compatible, even though they had a PSP port, or whatever. 2007 revolutionized the SmackDown vs. Raw genre. It revolutionized the wrestling game as it is. The gameplay is amazing. Great story mode. Better graphics. Better gameplay. Better control in a way. And I can't really describe how great 2007 is. It's a great game. 2011. I feel it's the best. It's one of the absolute best ones. I threw that one in there because after having 2 games before, one being very shitty and just mainly focused on tag team wrestling, which nothing wrong with that, and one being good, but it could have been better in a way. They were going in a step in the right direction, and then finally 2011 came out, and it had that awesome TLC match. Like you can do a TLC match, you can put a table anywhere you want. You can put it on the bottom rope, you can put it on the second rope, you can put it on the top rope. You can put it on a barricade. You can put it on the damn steel steps. You can put it on the announcer's table. It will break no matter what, and it will stay there. So, yeah, I absolutely love 2011. And a great story. Great creative story. Creative finish. Road to WrestleMania was awesome. I think in that go round. So, yeah. Joey, what's your number 9, bro?
Now, none of these are in order, and some of these are just, like, good memories with them, too. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, I actually got this a week early, so it was amazing. I went into Best Buy. They had it out on the shelf a week early. So I'm playing all these, with new ECW guys and everything. It was cool because I was finally able to, like, wrestle with a CM Punk on SmackDown vs. Raw, because back in the day, I'd have, on SmackDown vs. Raw, I'd have, like, Matt Sydal, AJ Styles, and CM Punk, and, none of my friends would know them, because they were just, like, mostly WWE.
Jabronis. I mean, I had an AJ Styles on 2007 and 2008, for sure. And I remember getting 2008, and the very first thing I did, was put CM Punk and John Morrison in an Extreme Rules match for the ECW Championship, and I'd be damned CM Punk won that match. So, good pick. Dan, what you got for number 9?
WWF Warzone for PS1.
Ooh!
I can't begin to tell you how many nights I stayed up all night playing that.
Dude, that FMV video, though.
The only match type that I ever did in there was the weapons match, because every now and then you would get a table, and I was one of those types that if I didn't get the table in the match, I would reset it and do it again to see if it got the table.
I think it would respawn in the exact location.
No.
It never did.
No, it never did. Once you broke it, and the only things that would ever break it was like a back body drop, but the only thing that would break it is like the feet going through.
You gotta say,
it didn't go through it.
You gotta say bang body drop.
Hey, you want to play like that? There ain't nothing good enough for air up duty, boy. So go ahead, bring it to it and get real. You got to bring nothing on this earth that's going to save you from this sad
That's your word from Ahmed Johnson.
And that is the most infamous promos, and it's so sad. If you're Ahmed Johnson, that is how you're remembered, is by your appearance in a video game with horrible acoustics, and they can't understand a word your ass is saying. Like, I remember, like, that did not age well for me, bro. Like, I used to play this game, right? And I beat it. And I'm thinking, like 10-year-old, 9-year-old me will be hearing Ahmed Johnson speak, and I'm like, I have no idea what the dude's saying. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm amped up. I want to fight him. Let's go. Now looking back at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this dude saying? Like, I hear punchy, whatever. Like, you gotta watch that video on YouTube. It's hilarious. Somebody put the full set, but they added subtitles, and it's like, it's hilarious. It's definitely go check it out. It's really good stuff. Joey, what's your number 8? Since I was gonna let Dan do it, but he went do his thing.
The backyard wrestling games. I was always a huge fan of the backyard wrestling games. It was just great to go full extreme, and I could get anybody to even if you were a wrestling fan, I would show them that for a second, and they'd be like, okay, I want to play you.
Yeah. I forgot. I'm gonna add another game for my top 10 list, even though it's 11. But anyway, number 8, I'm gonna go with the game that we just fucking talked about, WF Warzone for the PS1. Now, I got this game back in 2002. This is long when the PS2 was out. PS1 was about to go obsolete, and for some reason, my local Toys R Us had a copy of WF Warzone, and had no Stone Cold Steve Austin right there on the cover. Right there. And it's funny how they said, and featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, no shit. I would hope he'd be on the damn game. You know? But yeah. The backyard wrestling games, though, I didn't play that game, and this is my age going to show with this game. I didn't play this game till I was about 16. So I remember getting, like, I think I got the case, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got the case for it and the game as well, obviously. And I remember spending hours. Like, I had the cheats. I didn't feel like beating the game, so I got the cheats.
Yeah.
I was able to unlock everybody, and it's just like some of them were just cringy as fuck. But then you actually had notable names like MD 2020, which is actually Matt Cross is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Cross.
Yeah, Matt Cross.
Jake Prohibition.
Yeah, Josh Prohibition.
Yeah, Josh Prohibition. My bad. Not
yeah.
Jake. Madman Pondo, Rude Boy. I mean, the list goes on and on. Sabu was even on the fucking game. And then the next one.
And then Andrew WK is on one of them.
Yeah, he's on the second one.
Yeah.
Him, New Jack, Sick Nick Mondo, which I'm no longer mad at, but anyway, regardless. Sick Nick Mondo, Sandman's on there, and everybody's favorite man that ended up on Botchamania, John Zandig. Zandig made it on the game, which I thought was hilarious as shit, because now all I remember him is the oh so great Jesus!
Jesus!
Yeah. My number 8 is WWF Warzone for the PS1. I remember playing this game, and I remember playing specifically as Kane. I want to say either Kane or Ken Shamrock, and that's when I heard the Ahmed Johnson promos for the very first time, and it was just like 8-year-old me just didn't give a shit. Like, oh yeah, that was an awesome promo, woo! now I look back and it's like, what in the actual fuck is this dude saying? Like, I blame it on the acoustics because nobody can understand what that man's saying. You know what I mean? And they just made him look like an ass on that game. It was hilarious. And now we go live with the Ultimate Warrior.
A good example of that would be Nash's promos on the what was that, Nitro?
And Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder too.
And Thunder. But Nash's Nitro is legendary. His promo is legendary. That's hilarious as shit.
Well, where he's like, "How do you want a power bomb?
How you want a power bomb?
Yeah, won't you?
Come on.
Won't you go pick Hogan over there? Just go.
Come on. Please pick me. I'm begging you.
I'm begging you.
Pick me. And it's so hilarious. And then the follow up, I still think the best promo is Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart is my favorite, and the Kevin Nash one. Out of the stupid, funny rants.
I put Hogan to sleep 3 times. I smashed Nash.
Yeah, I smashed Nash. Or whatever. Like, bro, Roddy Piper, rest in peace, dude.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Kick ass.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Out of bubblegum.
All
I
out
love
of
that. All right, Dan, what's your number 8?
Need I say more? WWF No Mercy. It's the GOAT. Done. Move on. Everybody knows it. Move on.
All right, well, you do the honors of number 7 since you walked off and had to go take care of something.
Again, another game that I'm not going to go into long details. I played so much. I can't even begin to explain how many times or how much time. WCW NWO Revenge. There were so many nights that me and 3 of my buddies would stay up all night and just play that game.
That game there. It's good shit. I remember playing at my cousin's house. Oh no, at my dad's friend's house with one of his kids, and he had it. And I'm like, man, what the hell is this game? And lo and behold, it was a WCW game. It was Revenge, and I'm like, man, this is fun. Like, I want to play more of this. And I ended up getting it on the N64, and then I ended up getting it years later. Now I have it, and it's definitely a classic. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. My number 7 of all-time favorite wrestling games is a game that me and Dan are very familiar with. The game that brought me and Dan together is the one, the only Fire Pro World. Fire Pro Wrestling World, whatever the fuck you want to say it. Need to say more? It's the game that brought me and Dan together. Without that game, there would not be World of Kayfabe. I promise you that. Because I wouldn't met Joey. That game brought us 3 together. It brought us, it all started with Dan's creepy ass message thinking that it was some weird person for no reason at all. Like, I'm thinking of some guy who want to exchange news or some shit. Like, what the fuck? No, but that game is awesome. I remember during the quarantine era, the quarantine times, I played that game. Like, I remember going to my local GameStop. I want to get this game. I wanted to play this game so bad because it had Kenny Omega. It had Tatsuya Naito, all of them on there. And I played it. I loved it. And I still play it to this day. Me and Dan will play it if we have to. I don't think the servers are still up, I think.
Yes,
like,
they are.
You can still wrestle. I don't know if you can, like, create anybody anymore. I think you can still download people.
Yeah, you can. I'm still updating my 1990 roster WWF. So yeah, you can still use the website.
I need to update my WWF roster from the Attitude Era. Joey, what's your number 7?
WCW World Tour.
Ooh, that's still a good one.
That's a good one.
When I was a kid, I was like, wait, who the hell is all these Japanese wrestlers on here? and to find out, like, Joe Bruiser's Muhammad Ali and all this.
Wait a minute, Joey.
Whoa.
What?
Wait a minute. Are you saying that versus the world or World Tour?
World Tour.
WCW versus NWO World Tour.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you versus the World and World Tour both had like a very limited amount of actual WCW characters.
They had Dr. Death on there.
Yeah, that was on
They
versus
had
the
a
World.
guy that looks like Muhammad Ali on there even.
Yeah. Like if you watch not WrestleMania, it's oh fuck, I'm trying to think of the name of the YouTube channel. But anyway, if you watch the review of WCW versus the World, you'll notice a couple familiar faces on the game. Like I know one of them Sabu, one of them is Stan Hansen. I think one is the Great. Well, one's obviously Great Buddha. I mean, you can tell what Great Buddha looks like. I mean, plain and simple.
Well, the messed up thing about that game is when you see Road Warrior Hawk, the name they gave him was fucked up. His name was Overdose in the game.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a leopard or something. Boy, I was wrong.
It was Overdose.
Okay, so we on what, number 6? I think I'm on number 6.
Yeah, 6.
All right, Joey. Let's see what you got for number 6.
Uh,
All right, whatever.
You mentioned earlier I do like Backstage Assault because I liked it as a kid. It was different. And where else can you play as Doug Dillinger? I want to be the WCW head of security, boy.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
You can play as Doug Dillinger in Mayhem. He was in the hardcore section.
Yeah, along with Mean Gene Oakland, Sonny
Sonny
Ono, and Jimmy Hart. For some reason, they put that. Which, speaking of which, number 6 just almost cracked the top 5. WCW Mayhem. That game is a special game in my heart. I don't give a damn what these clowns say. I got that game in 2001 for the PS1, along with some bullshit motocross game that my dad tried to troll my ass because I wanted a dirt bike for Christmas. So he gets me a freaking dirt bike video game and a dirt bike, toy dirt bike instead of an actual one. So thanks, Dad.
You mentioning that this is. But I really loved the game Monster Truck Madness 64 with all the WCW Hogan's vehicles.
Bro, I have that game. I have that game. It's absolutely amazing. Bullshit, but absolutely amazing. But yeah, Mayhem, I got that game on Christmas Day of 2001. And I remember playing it, and I mean, dude, I thought the graphics looked great. I didn't realize all the wrestlers looked like a post-stroke victim or some shit. Like, it was weird. You know what I mean? And like the creative superstar was just, ooh. Or wrestler, whatever. Creative wrestler was just, ooh. But yeah, Mayhem is definitely a great game for me. I still have it to this day. Especially playing with with everybody's favorite NWO member, Scott Hall. All that stuff. So, I'm going to start off at number 5, and this one's, I feel could be number 5, and the reason why I put this as number 5 is because I didn't play this game up until I was 23, and when I played it, I just fell in love with it. It's the GOAT. It's one of the best wrestling games of all time. It's one of the absolute best, and it would have been in the top 3 spot, for sure, but it's in number 5. And that's WWF No Mercy for the N64. It's like what Dan said. Do I need to say more? That game is absolutely amazing, and the fact that AEW is coming out with the same engine, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're with Ukes, and I don't know they're doing what's the name of the? I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but what's the name of the company that No Mercy was under?
THQ Aki, which is the same company that is making AEW Fight Forever.
That's what I'm saying. Aki. Okay, so Aki Pro and Ukes are making the upcoming AEW Fight Forever, which I am going to be pre-ordering soon. I'm going to pre-order it whenever it gets closer. I can't wait to play it. I'm definitely going to be streaming it 100%. And if Dan gets the game, I'm going to squash his ass on there. Just saying. Because they finally put the character on the game that I've always wanted to play. and I had to download. And Dan knows this. I had to
Brandon
download
Cutler. We know how big of a fan of Brandon Cutler you are.
I'm not denying that or admitting to that. Anyway, I had to download a lot of Penta El Zermideos on the game, and Dan knows this shit. It was to the point I had to do a freaking fatal 4-way match with just Pentas. It was insane. But yeah, that's my number 5. And yeah, I'm gonna take this call real quick. What's your number 5, Joey?
It's not exactly wrestling, but I still consider it the Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love the Def Jam games. Period. I mean they're based off of Mayhem and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, if you close your eyes, it would have been Mayhem too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I almost put Fight for NY. I almost did, but the reason why I didn't is because I never played it. All I did was play just the demo. I remember when Jam Pack was a thing. I remember for us kids that were born in the 90s or who were older in that time, Dan and Joey, Jam Pack used to be a thing where it would be a bunch of demos in one disc, and they also had previews and trailers for upcoming video games and all that good shit. And just so happenly, they put Def Jam Fight for the NY on there. And it's towards the end of the game where you face, forget his name. It's like a Ring of Fire match, and it was pretty awesome. Definitely love that game. And I will be getting that game, by the way. Yeah, I would definitely unveil it over here. So yeah, Joey, you said your number 5 is Def Jam Vendetta, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dan, what's your number 5?
Or
whatever.
I say number 5, mine, because I have so many different versions of it, and it'd be WrestleMania, the arcade game. I still remember the night that it was 1995. Me and my dad went to a Pizza Hut, and I seen an actual arcade cabinet of it. And I remember us ordering pizza, and we went home and watched WrestleMania 11. It was the only WrestleMania to ever air on network TV.
Really?
It aired on Fox.
Oh, wow.
Because I knew that at that time, my mom and dad couldn't afford cable, and we damn sure wasn't getting pay-per-view. And I remember it was on Fox. And I think the only reason why it was because Lawrence Taylor was in the main event. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
I think I heard Bruce Pritchard talk about that like a year ago, and I can't remember any details about it, about how that happened.
I just don't know why in 1995, as a young kid, I thought that was the greatest WrestleMania of all time, but now it's a fucking stinker, dude. That no need to further go into it, but that show fucking sucks.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad pay-per-view. All right, Dan, what's your since you was the last one, I'll let you hit number 4. What's your number 4?
Another one that hits me right here. WCW Mayhem. I bought that game from a pawn shop and never took it out of my PlayStation at the time.
Another one, but a great intro, by the way. I don't think you can top that intro anymore. I just don't think that.
Intro got me so hyped.
Oh, man. It's like, I need 95 aggression.
Yeah.
Thinking Goldberg. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I like where he's like, they want a monster, and we're going to give it to them.
I'm going to make him one. And it's the full motion video.
All they did is go and did a full-fledged WCW Saturday Night intro into the game. Because that's That's how the Saturday Night intro was.
I never thought of that. Which they need to add more stuff on Peacock. Speaking of Saturday Night wrestling.
Joey, you are right, but are you talking about the old WCW where the robotics and shit?
Yeah.
That's
show computers.
That's basically. I never noticed that until just now.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
I don't think Nick will know this, but I think Joey would know this.
Uh-huh.
So, do you remember what commercial would always play during every commercial break of WCW Saturday Night?
I don't know.
Me or Joey?
I don't know.
No, it was it lit at least every commercial break. I still remember this.
Was it an oil commercial? I don't know.
Hold on. It was either Valvoline oil or it was Motel 6. We'll keep the light on for you.
I think it was both at one time.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it. No,
But I always remember that Tom Bodette. He was like, "Hey, this is Tom Bodette. We'll keep the light on for you." And I'm like, you know what? I heard a Motel 6 commercial, and at the end he said that. I felt right. Like it was so cool.
Well, my number 4. I just need you guys to do me one favor. I'm gonna need y'all to shut your mouths, because my number 4 pick is SmackDown. Shut your mouth. A game that this game is by far is split, right? You got your ones that love Here Comes the Pain, and you got your ones that love Shut Your Mouth. I love both of them. I thought both of them were amazing.
Yeah.
Though Shut Your Mouth was different. It had a really good season mode, even though the fact they had Vince McMahon in black and white doing the NWO promo, and that is absolutely scary. Don't you do it, Joey. I know you about to do it, you son of a bitch.
What
you
was
sick
it?
bastard.
I have lethal dose.
Not that too stupid. No. If you played the season mode, when the NWO returned, like they actually reenacted it, but they done it. I think SmackDown Shut Your Mouth did it better because they didn't have the black and white filter like Shut Your Mouth did, and it was like super creepy. It is definitely creepy at 3:00 in the morning when your lights is out and that's the only thing that's on is a black and white Vince McMahon sitting there, and they got no words, just words, and him doing this. And it's like the most creepiest thing possible. And then he finally like turns the chair around to NWO, and it was like, all right, that's badass. So yeah, I have fun memories with this game. This game is absolutely just awesome. I love this game. There's no need. All right, Joey, did you do your number 4 yet?
No.
Okay, well, give me your number 4.
Well, this game has one of those bad memories.
Oh, God.
The WrestleMania 21 on Xbox, because it was my first game that I had that was very glitchy.
Yeah, that game was trash. The graphics were great, but the gameplay sucked.
It would crash all the time. Raw was bad too. I got so
Raw 2 was great.
Yeah, but a lot of the original Xbox games of WWE, they really went bad for some reason. But I remember like going out in the morning to buy the WrestleMania 21 the day it came out, and getting so disappointed, and then messaging a friend. And them going like, I'm having the same issue because I thought maybe it was my console messing up. I was like, oh god, this is horrible. And then I find out later on they did an update for it, which fixed a lot of stuff. I've never played the updated version.
All right, Joey, what's your number 3?
You guys have already listed all the games that I had mentioned, but like Revenge is great. Don't really have much to say about it, other than it was great.
Revenge is awesome. Dan, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is WWE All Stars.
Ooh, that was another one. Oh.
I think I've only
played the demo of that.
I haven't.
The controls take a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, it's so fun. Like the older I get, the more simplistic wrestling games I like. And with All Stars, it was the closest thing to WrestleMania, the arcade game. I mean, it's a great game, but the thing is, you're going to pay a price on it.
Yeah.
But if you could find it cheap, bro, pick it.
But
up.
yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree on the simplistic thing. I don't want to have to do triangle up, down, left, right, up, down, square to do a move.
For what it's worth, the game was fun. I definitely enjoy it. I played the hell out of it. The story mode was absolutely cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3, Daniel, you should know me by now. How long have we known each other for? 2 years, right?
2 years, yeah.
We've talked about this certain game. My next pick for my number 3. We've talked about this game.
Rumble
plenty
Roses.
of times.
No, I'm joking.
That's actually a bonus content. No. We've talked about this game. Even to the point that you imported from Joey all the menu, all the background music on the game. Cause number 3 is simple, bro. Your role. You just had to know your role. Cause number 3 is SmackDown 2. Know your role. Man, I love this game so much. Dan knows how much I love this game. This game is one of the GOATs. I mean, it's the best PS1 wrestling game of all time.
Yeah, but
it's equivalent to No Mercy.
Yeah, but the only bad thing about that game that kills it is all the loading screens and fucking season mode. God,
Royal Rumble was horrible. Season mode, I had patience for it. I will say that. But dude,
have you seen the Big Show glitch though in SmackDown?
I had the Big Show and Shamrock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a glitch, Joey, during the Royal Rumble match.
Somewhere.
It don't
matter which one it is.
A choke slam.
Yep. So yeah, SmackDown 2 Know Your Role. This game I got after, was it X-Men Mutant Academy 2 for my PS1? Because I got Mayhem and I got X-Men. And then I got this game. My stupid ass 8-year-old me did not know anything about PS1. For the longest time, I had my controller on the second player port. Never realized it. Never realized it at all until I got this game and it fucked it up. I found out the reason why the game didn't work because I didn't have my controller plugged into player 1, not player 2. So, yeah, once I understood that, I played it. I effing loved it. When we had Hurricane Lily down here at the hotel, I brought my PS1 and I brought that game. And I mean, me and my cousins, we spent the whole time playing Know Your Role. And I mean, this game is fun. It's absolutely great. Yeah, the reason why it's not my number 2, it's definitely not my number 1, is what Dan just said. The loading screen was an absolute blah. It was horrible, especially in the season mode, especially whenever like you want to fast forward a match. You gotta literally it's like Battle of Life or some shit. Like, it's just, it wasn't really all that great. It was bad. And you had no choice but to watch it. You know what I mean? But they would fix that problem in the games after this. But yeah, Know Your Role 2 has a special place in my heart. It will always have a special place. The background music's amazing. The roster, absolutely amazing. It shows how great the Attitude Era was at the time and the people that were in it. They even had one Mean Street Posse on there, which is pretty cool.
Shut your damn mouth.
Know Your Role, bitch. So, I'm going to hit number 2. I'm going to do this one. But with the last 2 games, it definitely is hard for me. It was hard for me to put this game at number 2. And the only reason why it's not at number 1 is because I didn't play this game until later on. Now, granted, we talked about Revenge. That's my pick. Number 2 is WCW vs. NW Revenge. It's the best N64 title, in my opinion. It's next to No Mercy. I love it. What can I say about this game? This game's awesome. Dan, what's your number 2?
I was going to say WWE 2K22, pretty much what you said about it, so no need to go on.
Improved graphics and all that stuff. Joey, what you got for number 2?
I'm starting to run out of games because
Simpson wrestling.
I don't want to name off games that you guys named off because it's just going on and
That's
on about the
okay.
same games. No Mercy. Oh, jeez. WrestleMania 2000 on the N64.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
forgot to put that. That was random.
Yeah, WrestleMania 2000. I know it didn't have a Hell in a Cell match. I always used to do just the regular cage and always do
Yeah.
Mankind and Undertaker and pretend
Yeah.
it was a Hell in a
I was
Cell.
about to say. I think didn't No Mercy had that? No Mercy didn't have a Hell in a Cell match.
No.
When did Hell in a Cell first come in? Now that's really
SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was.
All it was just a cage with a roof on it.
It was a cage. So basically, if you're a WCW fan, it was a House of Pain match.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. Only missing thing was the freaking handcuffs, and that was it. Oh, okay. So everybody had their number 2 pick, right?
Yep.
Dan, hit your number 1, because I'm gonna say mine for last.
All right. So my number 1 is my number 1, hands down. If it wasn't for this wrestling game, I wouldn't be into wrestling games, much less wrestling. I'm going to throw this one all the way back to 1990 and say WWF WrestleFest.
Damn!
Arcade greatness. That game, it only had 9 wrestlers, but God, it was great. So WWF WrestleFest.
All right, Joey, what's your number 1?
Oh, No Mercy. It's so on at my actual number 1. It would be No Mercy, but it's so I have a hard time picking between No Mercy and Revenge so much because I remember playing both of those games so much when I was a kid.
My number 1 is simple. Are you ready? Are you ready for the pain? Because it's coming. SmackDown! Here comes the pain! Number 1! Easily my all-time favorite wrestling game. This game made me a fan of wrestling. I remember playing this so many times when I go to Blockbuster every Friday when I was a kid. My mom would be like, hey, you want to go to Blockbuster? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. And the one game I would pick the most would be this. Dare I say, this game is by far the greatest wrestling game of all time. I would have put Revenge as my number 1. The only thing is, I didn't play Revenge. I didn't own Revenge until I was about 22, 23. And the crazy thing is, I had it at my dad's house, played it with my stepbrother, beat his ass with Sting all the time and all that. But I don't really remember it. I only have a fond memory. This, however, summer of 2007, y'all. Summer of 2007, I would get this game on the regular, play it, beat it. I had everything unlocked. This game, by far, one of the best of all time. I'm surprised nobody said Here Comes the Pain. I'm surprised. And that was circa 2002 or 3. 2003. See, I was right. I remember the commercial for this game. Like, it was so cool. Brock Lesnar coming out. I think Tori Wilson in there.
How would you like to challenge me to a bra and panties match? And then at the end, like, he's holding up the bra and he's like, I win.
I win? Like, why the hell, Brock? But yeah, like, that game is fun. The the arenas look really good next to the counterparts. They have the 03 stages for like Royal Rumble, Backlash, Judgment Day, Insurrection, and did I say Judgment Day already?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's my picks for the all right. That's my picks for my all-time favorite games. I would have put also WWE or WWF WrestleMania 2000, WWE All Stars. Those games are great. I'm not putting 2K Battlegrounds. That game is absolute dog shit. Exactly. So, with that being said, before we wrap things up, I want to send a special thanks to everybody who who has been listening to our Spotify. I'm getting messages about it saying, hey, this show is awesome. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, especially on Spotify, leave us a rating. Give us a 5-star. Give us a 4, 3, 2. Hell, give us a 1-star. Say that we suck. You know what I mean? Joey, oh yeah. One more thing before we wrap things up. Dan, he's got the sad tweet of the day. So Dan, hit it!
Dan the Man, sad tweet of the day.
That is great. So
That's priceless.
Today's sad tweet of the day comes from our good old friend Road Dogg.
Oh God.
And I quote, he says, "I don't think Bret Hart was a great wrestler. I was a better sports entertainer. No, you dipshit. You were only good because you were riding on the coattails of other people.
Jeff Jarrett.
The only thing you did good was sing With My Baby Tonight."
Yeah, that's a great song. Fuck you.
Oh, it's a great song. It's a great song. But I can spout out 5 Bret Hart matches, no problem.
Yeah.
Can you do the same thing about Road Dogg? Go fuck yourself.
The only one I can remember, New Age Outlaws versus Terry Funk and Mick Foley and the dumpster match.
WrestleMania.
That was
15?
to me,
No,
that
14.
was the only match that I can remember.
Yeah. And then also got the New Age Outlaws versus APA.
But to sit here and say that Bret Hart wasn't a great wrestler, dude,
yeah, that's dumb.
Who the
Maybe the entertaining part Road Dogg was good at, but wrestling part,
yes.
Bret Hart comes from a very awesome lineage of wrestling people.
Yeah.
So sorry, but that's a hard pass on that one.
Yeah, Road Dogg was better. Road Dogg was better on the stick
than he was as a wrestler.
Until Bret Hart got to WCW and put over El Dandy. Best thing ever.
Well, tune in next week for our awesome stuff with Bret Hart. I gotta get with Bret Hart on that one. So, anyway, that is Dan the Man's sad tweet of the day. Brought to you by myspreadsheet.com/WorldKayfabe. Go get your merchandise at myspreadsheet.com/WorldKayfabe. Get your nice shirt today. We got all kinds of stuff. We got shirts, hats, aprons, cups. We even got underwears. No, I'm just joking. We don't have underwears. Not yet. But I'm sure Joey would do something.
But go online if you want to buy Victoria's underwear and socks. Apparently.
Oh yeah. It's funny that you mentioned it. I have an autograph of Victoria that I met her early this year, and I never thought that she would be doing that on OnlyFans. She must be getting a little money. And I say that because I love Victoria. She's awesome.
It's a bit crazy though.
And that was like when I saw that on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Like what? Why is she selling? Some sick perverts out there. All right, I gotta go order that stuff off of there. Oh, anyway, with that being said, tonight we had a great time, great show. We had very fun naming our favorite wrestling games of all time. Tune in next week for brand new episode of What a Kayfabe podcast. Gentlemen, final thought before we wrap things up.
I'm sleepy.
Well, we all know that. Joey?
Watch out before I put you in a body bag. Because I'm with Wolfpack.
Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Might run up in the body bag. Anyway, with that being said, that is the end of tonight's podcast. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. That way you don't miss out on any of our content when we go live. If you prefer the audio version, we on Spotify. We on Google Music. Amazon Music, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. iHeartRadio. Anchor. We're almost in every streaming podcast service that there is, except for Apple. Apple's the only one we're not on just yet. Getting there. But for right now, we go on Spotify. Check us out on Spotify. You can't miss out on any of our content. Leave us a rating, like I said earlier. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. We definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Please subscribe. Please leave us a rating. It helps us out, helps out the channel as well. So with that being said, this is the Venomous One, Nick Venom, along with my two good friends, Snagger the Cracker, and the Grumpy Man himself, Dan the Man. And we are out! Boom!
Gentlemen, as you know, the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck it. It's publicly stated that. Damn it, who put that up? Is that $200 an hour?
That's all.
Oh, me gusta.